vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, impact, and evolve. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through the arts. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through Ayana. You are listening to a syndicated podcast on Amazon Alexa, where you can catch special guest interviews, live performances, in-studio interviews, and live on-location reports. The special guests who will be on the Sister Speak Show are dynamic and impacting the communities with their passions. The Sister Speak Show is a talk show that will keep your mind and your soul informed, energized, and encouraged. This is a cultural renaissance platform that influences a climate that is conducive to who you are and who you should be. No reckless entertainment, just responsible listening nourishment. We don't go dumb, we go wisdom. On the Sister Speak Show, it's about making the known known. You can listen live and on demand to the Sister Speak Show on Spreaker, Amazon Alexa, Google Play, iTunes, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Tumblr, and TuneIn Radio. Add us to your listening shuffle. We want to be the flavor in your ear. We consider the Sister Speak Show to be one of the dopest podcasts in podcasting. Thank you for your listening support and welcome. Let's tune in, shall we? Welcome, my brothers and my sisters. You are listening live to the platform on the Sister Speak Show. This is your host, Ayana, and I am excited to vibe out with you all this evening. We're recording live from Dallas, Texas, and it is going up because anything going down is crashing. Hello to all of my international, national, and local listeners. I am thrilled about this evening's platform. Why are you so thrilled? I am thrilled because tonight we have a sister queen who will be our special guest. Oh my goodness, Vonleshia. Deshai. Brothers and sisters, she is a PR as well as the CEO and founder of the Mocha Girls Meetup. I am excited because she has provided the Sister Speak Show, which means she has provided you all with amazing special guest. And I said, well, shoot, why not have the one who is sending them come on? Because look what she does. She helps people get to the next level. And that's what we're about. We're about making the known known, helping you expand your brand, helping you elevate, encouraging you, empowering you, educating you, rebuking. Seriously, though. But, just everything encompasses the Sister Speak Show. And so I am delighted and honored to have her be my special guest this evening, brothers and sisters. I hope everything is going well for you all this evening. I just want to get right into it. One thing I love to do, brothers and sisters, is I love to be able to provide wisdom. And I also love to be able to listen to some great music. You know what I'm saying? You always got to have a good vibe when you are vibing out. And that's what we're going to do. But I just want you also to know why you're listening to the platform this evening. The platform consists of creative artists, entrepreneurs, medical experts, health experts, fashion designers, urban authors, the entire gamut of what it means to be an entrepreneur. And so if you are interested in becoming an entrepreneur, please stay tuned in and also listen to our other episodes because we are about brand building and helping you take flight. We don't want you to stay in the nest. We really want you to activate your purpose. We want you to use your talents. We don't want you to bury them. We want you to be excellent in everything that you do. So when you listen to the Sister Speak Show, you're really podcasting and chilling, but at the same time, you're entering into a place where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. You know, a talk show for great minds that create, inspire, impact, and evolve. We've got you. The flavor in your ear, just add us to your podcast shuffle. So we really just take care of you here with all 6 segments. With that being said, brothers and sisters, I'm going to take a commercial break. After this break, we're going to get right into it, okay? I'm here for you. I'm so glad that you're tuning in. I know it is burr. That's the only thing you can probably get out is just burr at this point, right? Absolutely freezing, but hang on in there. Get you something warm to drink. Sit close. We don't ever spill the tea on here because that's not what we do, okay? We drink water and we hydrate. You heard? We'll be right back after this break, brothers and sisters. I'm so glad to vibe out with you.
Show is even easier now with the new abilities available from Spreaker Skill on Amazon Alexa. With Spreaker on Alexa, you can now listen to the Sister Speak Show from even more places from all around the world. You also have navigation control, fast forward and rewind podcast to make sure you never miss a second of your favorite show. And then you can ask for show recommendations like the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve. Brothers and sisters,
what? Well, we gonna have to get it started, brothers and sisters. What? MC Hammer? Did I take it back for you all? Just the instrumental. You know, I mean, because you gotta get it started. You got to really feel this vibe. What? That's what I'm saying to you all. Let's get it started. Let's get started with our purpose, our passions. I mean, let's make some moves. Let's really do some amazing things today, tomorrow, and for the rest of our lives. But that's the only way you're going to be able to do anything is you're going to have to get started. You're going to have to get up, get out, and get something. Because if not, you're going to be a hater. Let me pause because here it comes. You're going to be a hater. You're going to be mad. You're going to always sit there looking like you smelled boo-boo. You're going to sit there and always downplay somebody else's success. You're going to put little in front of what they do. You're going to always say, you're just going to be the miserable one if you don't get started today. No matter what has happened in the past, no matter what your childhood trauma looks like, you can still get it started today. MC Hammer did. I'm serious though, brothers and sisters. You don't have to sit there on the sidelines and look miserable and be bitter because you're not happy and there's no joy because you're not in your purpose and your passions. So many people are depressed because they're actually not activated in what God put inside of them. There's so many other things that they have allowed to suppress them from actually growing. There's so many other circumstances that are conducive to why it looks like they may want to throw in the towel or not even pick the towel up. You know, in order to throw the towel in, you have to first pick it up. Some people ain't even picked up the towel yet to throw it in. But they talk about, I want to throw the towel in. I mean, think about it. So no matter where you are in your life today, you have to get started. You have to get activated. What are you great at? What can you do that blows everybody's mind? A lot of the times we're afraid to activate our passions and our purpose because of what other people may think. Because you're around a lot of people who don't do anything. And when you're around people who don't do anything, it's hard to kind of get somebody to, raise some pom-poms and be like, go you, So you have to be like, go me. And going me, that means, look, let me get this started wherever you are with whatever you have. If you are an artist and all you have is 8 Crayolas, but you can draw like none other, color with those Crayolas until you can earn a little bit more money and put some money to the side and start to invest in something more expensive that can give you a better illustration or, better paint, whatever tools you need, whatever you have right now, don't be embarrassed. Shame on anybody that laughs at you for where you're starting. At least you start. Wait, come here. Come here, MC Hammer. Hey, you hear that? I mean, what's up? So no matter what you have, get started. You like to do hair. Get started. You like to paint. Get started. You like to motivate people. Get started. Whatever it is. Why are you sitting there on the side of the road not moving? You have got to turn the car on and go. Some of you pay more attention to your cell phone than you do your own purpose and your own passions. And that's just ridiculous. We've got to stop with the insanity, okay? We've got to say, I've got something great here. This is a talent that God gave me. He's trusting you with it. What are you doing with it? What are you doing with it? So no matter what you have, no matter where you are, no matter what the circumstances are, you can get started today. Now, no, this ain't no 1999 miracle water, no 1999 healing towel talk. This is just real spit, real encouragement. You know, there are some of you right now who are in the roughest storm of your life. This tempest is so violent and so turbulent and so to and fro-ish that you almost was just like, I don't even recognize myself in the mirror. So why are you telling me to get it started when I can barely move? Because if the moment you do, the moment you walk out on faith, your shoulders are going to get lighter. The moment you decide that, look, enough is enough, things are going to change for you. You can only make you move. There will be people along the way that will send you encouragement and give you encouraging words. But baby, it is up to you to do you. Nobody can do you like you. You have all that it takes to be the best you, not a bitter you, the best you. Out of your feelings into your healings, you. So whatever it is that he has given you, and I'm saying he, the Lord God Almighty, whatever he has given you as a talent, you better get started before somebody else steals everything that you have and multiplies it. And you'll be sitting on the sideline saying, but that was my idea. It was, but God has to keep it moving. Okay? Look, he's not going to stop. He is on a mission. I mean, everything that he has purposed will manifest. And if he has to pass it on to somebody else, that's what will happen. You know, you whatever it is, do not let somebody else take your baton and finish your race. Can't nobody run like you. Can't nobody run like you, even if you have to hold your breath while you run. Okay? Even if you run awkwardly, it don't matter. Nobody can run like you. Nobody can do what you do because it's you. You're a part of the masterpiece, the grand puzzle of things. Okay? This is like a huge puzzle, and you are a piece that matters. And if I don't see you in the puzzle, then what happens to the entire village? We're all affected because you didn't show up. I'm talking to you today, brand builder, elevated entrepreneur, you know, influencer, community advocate, urban author, health expert, fashion designer. Uh-oh, here comes one of my accents. I can feel it coming. Okay, urban author, podcast host. Darling, the possibilities are endless. They really are. They are. But somewhere along the line, you started hating on yourself. You started even telling yourself that you wasn't worth it. Dang. Come on now. Attract what makes you great. And the only way you're going to do that is by humbling yourself with where you are right now. And wanting to get out of this situation so bad that you'll pick up your 8 crayons and you'll start drawing. God multiplies by subtraction. A lot of you are taking a heavy loss right now because of the storm. See, you had to abandon ship and you had to throw all the cargo overboard because there was a leak in the boat. And now you are floating on one plank, but you can see the shore. I'm speaking to somebody today. Brothers and sisters, calling in live to the platform on the Sister Speak Show is my very special guest, Vonleshia. Deshai. Let's give her a round of applause. Ooh, sister! Oh my goodness! I want to do the color. Look, I want to do the color purple patty cake with you.
I know, right? I know. You have been so supportive to a lot of my clients, and your platform, I think, is very amazing. And I'm just happy that you thought enough of me to have me on tonight.
Oh, sister, thank you. No, the moment you reached out to me and began to introduce these absolutely amazing clients of yours, I said, thank you, God, because I know that I was meant to meet her on this journey. And, you know, you have blessed this show tremendously. And so I wanted to honor, you know, this relationship that we have just a step further and introduce you to this international audience so you can continue to pop and bubble and glow. Yes. So, you know, we're going to get right into it. You know, you do a lot, you know, with being a PR, you know, motivational speaking on IG, you know, providing your clients with many outlets to expand their brand. And then you have the Mocha Girls Meetup, correct?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Oh my gosh. So how did you discover that public relations was a part of your passions?
Well, actually, I had a wonderful publicist myself. I went to school for mass communications, and I've always been very intrigued by, you know, just ways to give exposure to brands and businesses and, you know, ways to communicate through social media, things of that nature. And then I worked with an awesome publicist. As a matter of fact, I work with two awesome publicists. One is Elvira GPR, LVGPR, and she's in Los Angeles, and another is April Love PR, who's in Atlanta. And I just began to see that I just loved that. I love being able to help people to show the world what a good brand they have. I tell my clients that, you know, branding is saying, hey, look, good business, good customer service is saying I have a great brand, I have a great company. But great PR is getting other people to say, you have a great brand, you have a great company. And I feel like a lot of times, you know, small businesses, and that's my niche. That's what I love to do, is work with, you know, small entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, African American entrepreneurs who they can't afford to pay $5,000 a month for branding, but you know they do have, you know, money that they can invest into themselves, and they just don't know. And I'm able to show them the different affordable outlets that they can get more exposure, and that I just fell in love with it. I'm like, okay, you know, I did my first PR. I guess my first PR job for my own client was back in 2016, and I said, okay, you know, I really love this.
That's amazing. And you know, the thing that what I like just even listening to you is the fact that I believe that anybody who crosses your path, that you're really there to actually help them and not take from them, but to add to them. Excuse me. And that's crucial, because sometimes an artist can run across somebody who does not have their best interests at heart, or may not have, you know, all of the outlets that they say they have. But, you know, with you, it seems as if the clients are able to really benefit from all of what you do.
My thing is, and because right now. I've gone from doing more of working with clients on huge retainers, but I'm more so now, just like you said, doing more of helping, dissecting, and showing businesses how to do things themselves, where you can learn certain things and learn how to pitch and learn how to write a press release and, learn different outlets of how you can find information for different editors and things like that, where you can learn to do things yourself. That's really what my goal is, because I understand that when you're bootstrapping and doing things yourself, it is very, very, very difficult to take and say, hey, look, I'm investing in this business that I love. It's a passion of mine. And then you have someone who, PR is their passion, and this is how they feed their families. And they're like, okay, it's going to be $3,000, $5,000, sometimes even more for, PR and branding and things of that sort per month. You just don't have that, but there are ways that you can do it as a small business for yourself. And that's just my passion, to really motivate, encourage, and empower African American entrepreneurs to do it for themselves. They can.
Now, see, I'm all for it, girl. I got on my Black Panther outfit. I ain't talking about the one from Wakanda. Okay? Look. I got on the original now.
You creep me up. I'm telling you, I love this show. I love what you're doing, and I think that
Thank you.
You just are the bomb.com, okay?
Thank
I don't even know if we can say that no more. I might be sure, I'm getting old. But
No.
I just think you are everything, and I enjoy your personality. And I said, oh my goodness, I told my husband, I said, I have my interview tonight, and Lord Jesus, we seem like we gonna be soul sisters. We be talking and having a good time and laughing.
Yes, of course. I knew it. I said, oh, it's going to be amazing, but I'm all for the village. And, I don't make any apologies about that, because, when I look in the mirror, I see the village. So that's who I serve. And there shouldn't be any explanation, anybody getting in their feelings. I recommend everybody serve who they see in the mirror on their own platforms, but on this platform, our brothers and sisters need a lot of, healing. They need a lot of encouragement and a lot of motivation, because we are absolutely amazing and dynamic and intelligent and beautiful, overcomers, conquerors, inventors, teachers. I mean, we are the bar. But sometimes, sometimes we can slip off the bar. And so that's where you come in. And that's where platforms like this come in, to help everybody say, look, we're going to get back. I'm going to help you get back on this bar.
That's right. That's right.
And that's just it. I know everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's too much positivity. Can't y'all talk about something on love and hip hop? No, I can't. Not tonight. Not tonight. Okay?
I know that's right. We have enough of that.
Yes. And so just moving forward with all of, the services that you offer, a lot of times people may say, oh, well, that's too expensive, or, this, that, and the third. But isn't it important to understand that we all have to eat?
That's right. That's right. That's right. It's very important. And then something else is, people have to understand. I sat down with a client just last week, and I was telling her, we really don't think about the sacrifices and the things that when we really want something, we make the sacrifices for them. Me and my husband, for example, I always use myself to show my students, to show my clients that we're all human, but we were just sitting talking about how, one of our goals is to start to invest into properties next year. And if we were to just sit down and think about how much money we could save if we didn't eat out so much, so it's just different things that you can sacrifice for the love of for your passion, for your dream, for your goal. One of my services is to help people sit down and plan out their first 6 months of 2019. That's something that's on special right now for, $50, a call with me where we sit through and we literally go through every month of things that you need to be doing in January through June. And if you you can't put that aside, and you really have to evaluate what you're doing, and if you're willing to sacrifice for your brand and your business.
Wow. And see, right when you were saying this, because a lot of times my mind, it moves really, really fast. And when you were saying that, I was just thinking, we have to do a commercial for you, with your services that you offer. And I'm just going to say this out loud. Now I'm already, next year I've raised my price on doing this, but for you, I want to do a free commercial for you, for your brand, for your services, and advertise that on my show so everybody can get that.
It's funny because what we're doing now, I believe in the higher power. I believe that God will place people in your life, and you have to just take the tools He gives you and use them. And I was just telling a friend of mine, I said, the one thing that we forget to do is we always worried about the bag, in the sense of, it's trendy now, I got to secure the bag. However, securing the bag could be me and you saying, hey, look, sister, you have this platform. You're going to give me this opportunity, and whatever you need from me, I'm going to help you in that sense. So you're going to do, I'm going to run this commercial for this long, and then on that, you're going to help me with branding. Which if people don't understand that helps us both get to the bag.
Ooh.
Sometimes it's not about immediately thinking about, hey, I have, how much can you pay me? Well, no, it's more so about saying, how can we work together to build? And we can't be too cocky and too, ornery and we got to think about the fact that, hey, this is where I'm at. This is what I need. Let me get with somebody who's where I am. They're doing something. Hey, I have a cup, you have a cup, and we can both fill each other's cup. So it's not like we don't have anything to pour into each other.
Yes.
But hey, let's work together. And that's another thing. It's not always about immediate, the dollar. It's about the connections and relationships. And I promise you, there is nothing like relationship when you're building your business. Relationships can take you further than you could have a bank full of money. But if you build good relationships, oh my God, your brand can go to a total new level.
Yes, I agree. Like I said, I am with it. That's why there's no need to, if you can do it, do it. And see, when you just said that just made me think, before you secure the bag, secure the bridge.
Yes.
Ooh. Yes.
Build those relationships. Talk to people. Deal with people. The one thing I always use, the old school, the music industry back in the day. And what it was, everybody was working together. This person had this connection and they could, do this, and this person could do that. And before you knew it, you had these wonderful groups coming out of Mocha and everybody was working together to build something.
Right.
These days, we all want to feel or seem like we are already at Hollywood level. And we forget that we have to climb that ladder.
Come on.
We can do it together.
Come on.
You have a platform where you're reaching the world on many outlets. And I have a connection where I'm able to brand and I'm able to do this and I'm able to pitch this. Why would we not link up? It's the same thing for every industry. Whatever industry you work in, you can, if you know that you're a virtual assistant, for example, and you know somebody who they own a business, well, maybe they can help you with space while you help with what they need in their office. See, it's all about finding out the connections that you can make as well, especially when you're just starting. It's not all about money all the time, like you said. You want it, of course, we all want the bag, but make sure you secure the bridge relationships, put those together, because those matter. It's really big. It's very important.
It is, because so many people trying to get bundles. I'm trying to get bundles of money. I'm not trying to get bundles of hair. Y'all can get all the bundles of hair y'all want. I'm trying to get bundles of that dough. But it's a process, and like when you just mentioned, and I just know that we're on the same wavelength, because you said that, a lot of people want to get to Hollywood right now, want that Hollywood look, everything. And the thing about it is, I think about in the near future, some people are going to be asking, how many podcasts have you been on? You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a part of the your resume and your it factor. And there's some people who want to go straight to, and I have no problems with the Breakfast Club. Those are people who I look up to as far as what they do in the industry. So they want to get straight to the Breakfast Club without coming by anybody's podcast. It doesn't have to even be mine.
Let's go. If you understand that you think that the first stage that Jay-Z performed on was, huge arenas where, he was selling out thousands and thousands of seats at Beyonce. No. Do you think the first time E.T. spoke, he spoke on a huge stage? The first time Obama did? No. There are certain things that you work your way to the top of whatever the top is for you. However, for me, every relationship, every connection that I can make helps me, because it then turns around and it puts back into my business. And it's not just about that, but it's about energy as well. Feeding that same and getting back that same positive energy that you're putting out, and taking the steps to get to where you're going to go. I was just telling an artist that I work with, it's going to happen, but take the steps, take your time, do what you got to do, because it'll happen. But don't think that, like you said, you got to go straight to the Breakfast Club and forget about everybody else. Because guess what? The Breakfast Club actually wants to know what else you've done.
Hell, ooh, you better say it.
And so these entrepreneurs, these creators, artists, they don't understand that you just want to be pitched to the Breakfast Club. But remember now, they want to make sure that you're ready. Yep.
Because they'll eat you alive.
You got to be ready.
You have to be ready, because every single one of them, with DJ Envy, Charlemagne, and Angela Yee, they all have worked their bottoms off to get to where they are. And they still work, and they branch off, and they have different streams of income. That's why I say to them, I look at them as a bar of where I want to be. Because look at all of what they do. They are my peers in this industry. So, I know that I have to do a lot, because when I look at their resumes individually, like, they put in their work and they are getting it, and they're property owners, and, they are really doing it. So I totally agree with you about, they want to know what you got going on when you sit there, because if not, they're going to eat you alive.
That's right. That's right.
Because I was telling my husband, I was telling him, I was like, I'm going to be the fourth member of the Breakfast Club one day.
I know that's right.
They don't know it, but guess who's coming to breakfast? Okay. I'll have some hash browns and some turkey bacon. Thank you. Is my mic on?
Oh my goodness.
I'm coming. But it's really about really wanting to climb the stairs and not take the elevator, and building that endurance, because the only way you're going to have staying power is that you're going to have stamina. Only way you can build stamina is by exercising and overcoming and pushing past that comfort zone. So if you take the elevator, okay, but there's a lot of stops on the way. Elevators can be crowded. People, you can smell people closely in the elevator. There are a lot of things that can happen. True story. I was in Atlanta. I was probably I think I was maybe, I would think I was in my primary years, maybe about 8 or 9 years old. And I'm with my cousin, my older cousin, and we get on this elevator. Now, Ready for the World was at the mall. I couldn't believe it, but whatever. So Ready for the World was at the mall. We get on the elevator. I don't even know why I told you that, but they were there. So we get on the elevator and we get ready to get off. But when we try to, when the door tries to open, it just shows the mechanics, all of the inside of it. And we were trapped in the elevator for about 2 hours.
Oh, my goodness.
2 hours. We couldn't get out. Okay? Now, in that case, most people say we should have taken the stairs. And that's what a lot of people experience trying to be microwave successful. They end up saying, I should have taken the stairs. I shouldn't have laid on my back. I shouldn't have, bopped and thought my way to the top. I should have done things differently, and that's just a word of encouragement to everybody. Don't let it be that you end up saying I should have taken the stairs, because it is very frightening to be caught in an elevator and you don't know when you're going to get out. And then you start to deal with people who are panicking. And then you don't ever want to be caught in an elevator by yourself.
You have to be mindful whatever your mission is in life. And even, and I tell people, because I do a lot of, like I said, now I'm working more with not even just business, but we work with people on personal levels. And whatever your goal is, if it's weight loss, if it is, getting to a certain point of where you want to, you're mindful, whatever it is, you got to take those steps. It has to be gradual. You have to take time. You can't do Madison Square Garden before you do the lounges and the bar clubs. You can't do, you have to be mindful that it takes time. Take your time, continue to be consistent, steady with it, and it will happen for you. And don't get too boastful, don't get too prideful. Just put what you have, your best foot forward, take your time, be open to all the opportunities, and they will come to you.
They sure will. And also, what advice do you have for those who really get discouraged because of other people's posts on, Instagram or Facebook or even Twitter that show, success or accomplishment or, whatever it is? Because a lot of times, some people get discouraged because they're not where they see what other people are posting. So what type of advice do you have for that?
I have lived that from personal experience. I tell people all the time, I was, moving swiftly in my career. I was on the radio myself. I was hosting huge events. I was working with celebrities, and everything just started to crumble. I went through a lawsuit. Things just started to happen for me, and some of the same people that I came up with, they seemed like they were moving faster. They were passing me up. And what I would say is to remember that what is for you is for you. You do not have to you don't have to be at the same level of where anyone else is. You don't have to worry about what anyone else is doing. All you should do is remember that there is no competition when you're chosen. So whatever you're chosen to do, it's for you. Whatever your gift is, whatever you're meant to do, whatever your purpose is, it's going to happen. You just have to stay steady and be there to do it. And the time we spend, we've all been there, looking at, oh my God, look at what such and such is doing. I'm doing this and they getting there. We are wasting time when we can be further investing in our dreams, our goals. It's going to happen for you. You got to believe that. And the last thing is, if you remember being a kid, you grew up like me, I tell people all the time, I never forget the popsicle truck. When the popsicle truck would come into our neighborhood, you could hear the popsicle truck on the other street. And so what everybody will begin to do when you heard the popsicle truck on the other street is you run and start to ask your parents for, Mom, can I have $1? You get your money ready. You get ready to buy your popsicle. And what you knew was that even though the popsicle truck was on the other street and maybe your friend was going to get their popsicle first, he had to come on your street. He's going to come on every single street. Your street is on the list, baby. He's going to come down your street. You just need to have your dollar ready. So what you want to make sure is that you're prepared for when it's your time. It's going to happen for you. You're going to get it. You're going to get the career, whatever goal, whatever it is, it's going to happen. Just stay ready. Be prepared because it's going to happen.
Okay, and this is when I get to press the lightning effect because you have spoken. Ooh-wee. Oh my goodness, brothers and sisters, you are listening live to the platform on the Sister Speak Show. My special guest, Vonleshia, Deshai. Girl, I got to give you an accent. I got to say your name with an accent because this is live and you are amazing. Oh my gosh, I know everybody's going to be going to your page and hitting you up because, honey, you are the flavor today. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
Appreciate
of
it.
course. And with you speaking about working with celebrities and those who are of an elevated status, what are some of the tips that you can provide for people who want to work next to celebrities? Because sometimes they can get them groupie eyes, and next thing it get paralyzed. True story. Before you give your advice, because this is probably the funniest thing I've seen this year. Deion Sanders lives in where I live, not in my neighborhood. Let me let everybody know that right now. we not yet. Okay. Not yet.
It's coming.
Okay. So Deion Sanders lives in the community around where I live. Okay. And, he's out here and he frequents some of the areas. So I've seen him a few times and I know who he is. And okay, fine. Now he walks into the gas station, right? And I know it's him. So what? I'm going on about my business. I've seen him several times, but this one guy, he couldn't handle it. He stared at Deion, right? Just staring at him. I watched the whole thing play out. I said, this is going to be good, right? I was like, this is going to be real good. So I watched it. So he stares at him, right? So then he goes to the front of the store where the doors are and blocks Deion Sanders from leaving.
Wow.
And he look and didn't say anything though. And Deion was like, "Let me go." He's like, "Move, man." I mean, this man, girl, is like freeze tag. I thought I was gonna have to climb underneath his legs to get him to say something. Would you please say something? So he moved out the way. Deion is going to the car, and then next thing you know, the man says, Deion. Deion, and in my head I said, this is the last time Deion Sanders is ever coming to this gas station again. Okay? Done. Never again. Not a never again. Okay? I couldn't believe it. I had to watch that. I said, this man just stood there. He's like, let me go. Oh my goodness. So what is some of the advice that you have for people when they're working around celebrities? How to keep their cool and act like they've been here before.
Just remember that these celebrities, they're human just like you. They
Yes.
have families, they have, disappointments, they have struggles just like you. And if you are, in a sense, I'll give two suggestions. If you're someone you're looking to work with a celebrity and work with them as far as saying, hey, look, I provide a service and I think you need my service, or I know you need my service, just remember that a need is a need. And it doesn't matter if you're Beyonce or if you are the girl around the corner. If there's a need, there's a need. So if you find that you can provide to people a solution for a problem that they have, you just be confident in saying that. And you can't, they're used to people getting all worked up around them. However, you got to be confident and know that, hey, what I have, you need. And that, they find that to be more appealing and admirable. If you're looking to work with them, as far as being on their team, or as far as, having them do, be ambassadors for your brand, know the level of where you are and who you can work with. Be ready. Make sure your stuff is together. Make sure your website looks like it's supposed to look. There's a lot of different things that celebrities look at and their teams look at, and they have to be careful what they put their names on. So what does your packaging look like? Does it look like it's ready to have a celebrity endorsement? When you're speaking, make sure you're speaking clearly and you're not all worked up. You get nervous, but you need to reject that fear or whatever it is that you feel or that anxiety and make it work for you. Hey, look, this is what I offer, and I know that you do this. Do your research on them. Let them know that you're not just about trying to be famous, but this is something that I feel like I connect with you on, and we can work together, and then you do that. And you do your research, find out who to pitch it to.
I love it.
Every one of them has a team. And if you do your research, you can find out who to connect with. Stop trying to go directly to the celebrity and figure out who's around them that makes decisions. And go to them. Get the information
I love it. I love it. And also, see, sometimes, because I'm glad you said that, because sometimes, like you said, you can't get worked up and, get off guard. Now, how important is it to not mix business with pleasure?
It's very important. It's very, very important. I was just telling a friend of mine, like, we're here now, we're in Atlanta, and I live in Houston, so I'm in Atlanta this weekend, and I wanted to let them know that when I work with different clients, I don't go party with them after the event. I don't, go do any of that, because we want to make sure that the respect and the boundaries remain there. And when you begin to mix it, it can get confusing, and it can become it can become something for most people. So you have to make sure that you're careful with that, especially in the beginning. Now, most people know that for me, I manage, I brand for, I do the PR, I do everything for my husband. And so, we've been working together. We've known each other since we were 14 years old.
Wow.
So for us, we know exactly how to cut off business and how to make sure that we take care of business, and then how to be, lovers and to be friends and to be there for each other outside of that. However, when you're going into something, you need to make sure you keep it professional, because people will lose respect for you. And that's a woman or a man. If you're coming in and you're trying to, lead with anything except for the knowledge and the skill that you have. So it's really important in this industry, and people don't think that it is, but it's to keep the respect, to keep those boundaries there.
I'm so glad you said that, because a lot of times people will pretend that they are there for one thing, but, they really have ulterior motives. And, sometimes people can, get next to a celebrity and be like, I want to have their baby now. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Right. And I think that's important. One thing that I've always heard when it comes to the entertainment industry is that you have to keep your marriage on the under that. A lot of times the fans don't want to, know that you're married, or if they do find out, then you lose a lot of your fan base. Why do you think that is?
I feel like that depends on the artist and the brand that you're trying to lead with.
Okay.
For some, and the other day, you heard Will Smith say, one of the interviews he did with his wife Jada, that, he feels like that has, helped his career being married. However, you have to know who your audience is, and that's in any market, that's in any industry that you're in. Who are you trying to appeal to? And I feel like when you're in, the you're into hip hop and things of that sort, or, they just want to feel like, that they, hey, they can have a piece of you one day, or I'll never know why people, want to love you more when you're single in some industries. However, there are those careers and industries where you receive a lot of love when you're in love, when you're married,
right,
in a relationship. So it just depends really on who you are and who you're trying to have your core fan base be.
I think, because I just thought about it, because I was like, a lot of times, how can I say it? I feel like, what does it look like for, the spouse that is behind the scenes, and, their spouse is in the forefront, and, you have to see people adoring them and, not caring that they're with you or whatever. I wonder, what that mental health is like for the spouse, and how do they combat all of, that comes with that. It's just...
Right. I feel like it's definitely, it's something that you have to have the right mindset for.
Right.
Me and myself, my husband is a personal trainer. He is a very fine man, and he's attractive. And so he gets a lot of women who, will come on to
Yeah.
On his roster now, his paid clients is 90% women.
Wow.
So what that means for me is how I see it is that I know where he is. I know
Yes.
where his heart is. I've been with this man for over 17 years.
Yes.
It's a part of the business, and so I'm there on set helping him shoot those videos, and I'm handling the emails and things of that sort. So I think it just really depends on the relationship. The bigger he gets, just like for other celebrities, the bigger he gets, I'm sure the more overwhelming and the worse it'll get when it comes to sometimes I'll check his inbox and girl, he'll have naked photos in there. However, the difference is the confidence in what we have is that we're there taking it together and laughing and deleting and blocking. So I think it depends on the spouse. It depends on your relationship, and being confident in knowing what you have. But I know for me sometimes it can, either for me, can be like, okay, now, come on now, she doing the most or whatever. But I know what the goal is. I know what we are trying to do. So for me, those emotions don't last long. They may rise, but they subside, and I remember what we're doing, what we're working towards, and it doesn't last very long. That feeling of like, wait a minute now.
Right. I'm so glad you said. I'm glad you shared that, because I feel like one of my talents is going off on side chicks. Okay, with that being said, I want everybody to understand this, because next Suspense Files this week, as a matter of fact, is the dangers of being a side chick. That's one of the top. That's one of. Oh yes, that is one of the topics that will be coming on this Wednesday for everybody on the Suspense Files, and I don't hold back. Excuse me. I think it's very interesting, because I believe anybody can change. I don't believe once a side chick, always a side chick. Once a hoe, always a hoe. I do believe in redemption. I do believe that the Lord is able to deliver you and heal you from all of, your issues. I do. But now, sometimes he will use somebody else to help you be delivered from your issues too. Now, with that also being said, to all of the people, this gives me just an opportunity to say this, because it's like, at some point, we have got to understand that it has never been okay to cross those lines, and to show up in anybody's inbox or email with naked photos. And
I'm telling you now, as a wife, I see it a lot.
It is the most disrespectful thing, and shout out to you, because for your strength and for all the bail money you have. Now, don't play. Look, don't play. Okay. Now, won't he do it? Okay. Now, this is so serious. So, but I just want to give you, shout out to you for all of your strength in that. But I just have to say this to anybody who, has done that. You sending nudes, or you slide in the email or the DM, you gonna get caught. It's gonna get exposed. And now you have to deal with the wrath and the reaping. You're not supposed to cheat. That's why you get caught. And it ain't never what I don't think it is. It is what it is, and it is what I see.
Right.
Don't know exes or need to ever be calling. But because of social media and because of the access to information, you cannot stop somebody from trying to reach out. But you are supposed to.
That's right. We just had that conversation.
But you can curve.
We're happy that we're confident.
Yes, but you have to, as a husband and as a wife, tell them how to get to the pit of hell from which they come from.
Check it.
Okay?
Check it
Instantly. You don't let the shit, excuse me, I got to say it, you don't let that shit linger on and on and on and on. And then 2 years, 3 years later, your wife or your husband finds out that you've been having a full on whatever you've been having, because now what that does is it blocks your blessings. It hinders the growth of the marriage. It stops your finances. It slows down the sex in the bedroom. It creates trust issues, and it makes somebody not want to mess with you no more, because at what point are you going to be loyal? At what point are you not going to betray me? Because when you teach these little bitty bitches to continue to because that's what they are, little bitty bitches. When you continue to you telling her that she can disrespect me, you telling her that by how you treat this situation is how she gonna look at me, and if you don't curb her, she gonna keep calling, and it's not for just because we just friends. There is something going on. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the intuition. You ain't no dummy. We've been around the block a few times. You know when somebody's cheating. You know when something don't look right. And when you married, I am your friend. I am your lover. I am your confidant. He would not have given me to you. Now, I don't complete you. Only the Lord completes you. I can either compliment you or conflict you. So don't bring conflict to me and then expect me to compliment you. Uh-oh.
You can't be bringing me constant chaos in one piece.
Hello, and don't expect me to show up full time as a spouse when you've been part-time. It's not just deadbeat dads out there. There are deadbeat husbands, deadbeat wives. I mean, it is serious, and we've got to do better, because there are side chicks right now that are missing. There are side chicks right now that got toe tags. No, seriously, because it ends.
I got you all worked up,
girl. What have you done started now? See, now I'm doing.
My bad, y'all, my bad.
Look, I'm doing Wednesday show now. See, look. I mean, this is what it is, but In conclusion, I just do want to advise everybody to really think about what you're doing and what you will reap when you don't remain professional. Nothing good comes from an unrepentant adulterer but the lake of fire. And you can read it in the Bible. So with that being said, woo. I'm going to drink a little bit of water. Okay. Where have you been all my life? Girl, I needed to talk to you years ago. Years ago.
Oh my goodness. This is wonderful.
Oh, and I appreciate your spirit and your confidence because, you didn't have to be that transparent, but you allowed us to see the ins and outs because, for somebody else who's aspiring to pursue the career that you're in, and they need to know these things so they can be equipped, so they know how to deal with the tempest when it comes, and they know how to calm the storm while being the storm.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's amazing. So, do you feel comfortable sharing maybe just a couple of people that you've worked with that you had a really great experience with? Or I know some people don't like to name drop. Okay.
I've worked with Kenny Burns. He was, I love Kenny Burns. He's amazing. Lance Gross, Ebony Steele, Candy Burris, Lisa Wu. Oh my goodness. The list goes on, and I've had a wonderful experience working with them on events and things of that sort. For to the the influencers now. I've worked with quite a few, and I am happy to have came across them. I learned a lot in doing events with them because that was my start. And it's been amazing, and I look forward to working with more, and I'm just excited for what 2019 is going to bring.
I'm excited too. I'm so excited that God created you. This is just absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Yes. No, this is amazing because I'm inspired. I know the listening audience is inspired because, a lot of people want to get to where you are right now, that, and you've gotten there, so we know it's possible. And, the fact that the list goes on and on with you means that you carry yourself in a way that is reputable and to be respected. And you obviously offer services that help make a brand function. You are a vital ingredient. So, of course, and the fact that you're doing that and you're helping people elevate and inspire and impact, you have to be commended. That's why I wanted you on the show. Look at all of what you do. It's the behind the scenes that has to be highlighted. So much. And this is no shot, no dig to celebrities, but there's so much time spent on just a few. And there are so many amazing people who do the same thing that they do. The same thing.
And that's why I love your platform, and I thank you so much for the opportunity, because it's platforms like yours, which is why we have the support. And if you're listening right now, share the link for the Sister Speak show. Shout her out, talk about it, because you're giving opportunities to people like me, that we're out here doing great things. We're making great money. We have great opportunities. We're doing great things in the industry. But, some people wouldn't know if it wasn't for a platform like yours. And so, you're giving an opportunity and a voice to the African-American, independent artists, entrepreneur, speakers, whatever it is. And I appreciate you for that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's so kind. Yeah, I just love my brothers and sisters. I really love my brothers and sisters, and I just got tired of us getting overlooked and not getting the, not to brag or boast, to just be like, hey, look at us, but just not even getting even just the average recognition that we so deserve. I'm so, I just don't like to see my brothers and sisters sad because other people are getting on or other people are recognized, and when is it going to be my turn? And so that's why, I'm like, okay, I'll look on Instagram and I'll find people through hashtags, or I'll reach out, and some people are like, how did you find me? I'm like, look, I was led to you. So you want to come on or not? Let's do this,
Right.
And I've had more yeses than nos, you know what I'm saying? And I don't beg for interviews. I don't beg. I don't come looking for you if you don't show up. If you don't call at that time, then that's just that. I don't, I'm gonna be honest. I probably haven't said this enough, but I'm gonna share one of my peeves. And since you worked in radio, I'm quite sure you can relate. How do you not know you got a show? How do you not know that you have a podcast interview?
It's not important, or you're not understanding what vital. A lot of people want the glitz and the glamour, but they don't know the work that it takes. And so just like now, I'm sitting here talking to you, I have to go inside and I have to get everything that everyone needs on the team to make sure that they eat and that they get on their planes tomorrow. But I made sure that my alarm was set. I made sure that I had a reminder set. I made sure my assistant sent me an email. I made sure that I did everything I needed to do because this was important to me. Because me not showing up on time, whether it's a radio interview, to an interview, to a shoot, on set, says a lot about my brand. And I, for one, love that you say if you are late, you will not, the call, your interview is canceled. Because it's important. It's important, and people need to start making sure they understand that. Set an alarm. If it's important to you, make sure it happens.
Right. Oh, thank you for that. And you will come back on this show again. Of course. No, see, because we gonna meet in person. We gonna meet. And I'm excited about that. But I do want you to come back, on the show again. I am honored to be in your presence this evening. You are electrifying and a breath of fresh air. You are a podcast host dream when it comes to a special guest. You have served and you have delivered. And I know the listening audience is going to be like, this is a wonderful episode. Keep bringing more like her on. So, I thank you so much. This is what I want to, of course, this is what I want to do. Of course, I'm going to send you a copy of the interview, but I want to take this time before you go for you to, tell everybody how they can reach you, and give your shout out, give your words of wisdom and your shout out. So go ahead and take it away.
You can find me on Instagram. It's Deshai, Deshai, Cole, Cole. And everything is there. You'll be able to see the website. You'll be able to email me and chat with me, make a book consultations, calls with me. All of those links are there. And again, that's my Instagram is Deshai Cole. And words of wisdom I would have for anyone listening is just going to be to remember. I had a dear cousin, and my family says this all the time, that all days are good. Some are just better. And my mission for 2019 is to empower, encourage, and to motivate as many African American women that I can. And remember that every day that you wake up is a good day. It's another day to do whatever it is that you want to do, whatever your dreams are, whatever your passions are. Some days will be better, but every day is a good day. So life is good. It's a good day. And make sure you make the best of every day that you are blessed to wake up. That's my words of encouragement. I love you. Whoever's listening, I love you. If no one's told you that, you're a gift to the world. And thank you so much for having me. I truly am grateful, and I'm appreciative to you.
Oh, thank you so much. And this is not goodbye. This is simply, I will talk to you later.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. You guys have a great night.
All right, sis. Thank you so much. Everybody, let's give a round of applause to my special guest, Vonleshia Deshai. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks.
On the Suspense Files, on the Sister Speak show, she's gotta have it. The Felicia Morgan story. Plus, the dangers of being a side chick. For restricted listening audiences only. The Sister Speak show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. December 19th, on the Suspense Files, on the Sister Speak show. Securing body bags, the Deborah Brown and Alton Coleman story. Plus, the dangers of being dignitized. For restricted listening audiences only. On the Sister Speak show, a syndicated podcast on Amazon Alexa. December 26th, on the Suspense Files, on the Sister Speak show. Who are the people in your neighborhood? The Malika Griffin story. Plus, caught cheating with the same sex. The dangers of being on the down low. For restricted listening audiences only. On the Sister Speak show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. The latest episode on the Suspense Files is available on demand now on the Sister Speak show. Life Insurance Better Have My Money. The Francis Newton story plus the dangers of an obsessive relationship, the dangers of an open relationship, for restricted listening audiences only. The commentary is strong. The experiences are powerful. The message is healing. Won't you join us on the Sister Speak show, a syndicated podcast on Amazon Alexa, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. Click on the link for the episode. The latest episode on the Suspense Files is available. Brothers and sisters, we want you to listen live and on demand to the Sister Speak show. There are 6 segments dedicated to serving you, my brothers and sisters. We have the platform, Coming to the stage, the culture climate, the laugh line, the tour, and the search effort. Oh, the Sisters Speak show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. You are listening live to the platform on the Sisters Speak show. I am your host, Ayana. It is going up, anything going down is crashing. The Sisters Speak show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, impact, and evolve. I didn't mean to turn you on, but I'm glad that I did, because now that you're turned on, maybe you'll get up, get out, and get something. You better understand that we have to get it started. I am absolutely on cloud. I can't even tell you the number of the cloud that I'm on, because this interview that I just had, this episode of the platform, is all the way lit. Like fuego, caliente, mucho, grande. Comprende, hombre. Comprende, niña? Brothers and sisters, I love being able to vibe out with you. So everybody, check this in. Continue to tune into the Sisters Speak show, a syndicated podcast on Amazon Alexa, because on the Sisters Speak show, we are providing you special guest interviews and in-studio interviews, live performances, and on-location reports. And we are growing, and we'd like to help you grow. Reach me at the Sisters Speak show at gmail.com, or direct message me at SGT Queen on Instagram. I'm serious about this. Why should you do this? Because I want you to be a special guest on my show. Because you are on and popping, and I want everybody else to know that you're on and popping. Okay, it's about making the known, and I would like to help you elevate your brand. Pause, DJ, pause. Okay, so I'd like to help elevate your brand. So this is what we're going to do. Now, I am going to be providing a commercial very soon where you can advertise your brand on the Sister Speak show. And the price for it is absolutely affordable and is absolutely worth every dollar. What we will provide for you, brothers and sisters, is a voiceover along with, it's however, a minute to 15 seconds. It depends. Sometimes commercials are 30 seconds, some are 45, sometimes are a minute and 15 seconds max. With that being said, providing you a professional voiceover. I have a degree in speech communications. I've done voiceovers. I've worked in radio. This is what I do. And I would love to provide you with a commercial for your brand so you can just elevate some more. We would like to, and the objective of these commercials, think about it. It benefits me, it benefits you, your brand, but it allows international commerce to have its way and to flow. And so why not expand your brand internationally? It's one thing to do it locally, but internationally is where it's at. You hear a lot about people getting that international bag and securing an international connection. So with the Sister Speak show, having that connection, I have listeners from all over the world. You can look on my Instagram page. I can't make that data up. I don't know anybody in Sierra Leone. I don't know nobody in the United Republic of Tanzania. I don't know anybody in Mozambique. I don't know anybody in Czechoslovakia, Sweden, France, Spain, Australia. These are the people. Colombia, okay, Venezuela, all these, Canada. I don't know anybody over there. I don't. And they're listening. Hello, everybody. I just have to say thank you to everybody in these countries that listen to the Sister Speak show. I love you and I thank you. Thank you. You mean so much to me. And I just want my listening audience to hear who you are, and be able to support what you do. Technology is so rapid and so vast and reaches so many different places now. There's no excuse. Now, some of you will spend $500 on whatever you want, but won't spend $500 on whatever you need. Ayana, don't do it to don't press press it. Press it. The lightning. And we've got to do better than that. Some of you don't want to spend with your own people. Most of you have never in your life, you haven't met the man who created Gucci. You ain't met the people who created Prada. You haven't met the people who created Louis Vuitton. You haven't met Givenchy, Yves Saint Laurent. You haven't met any of the Coach, Michael Kors, Dooney and Burke. You ain't met none of these people. But you spend with them rapidly, often. Gotta have it. Run it. Okay? But when it comes to your brothers and sisters, you won't take that money that you spend with all these other people on your own people in your own village. That's shady as all get out, and that's wrong. I don't like to run into people talking about what we need to do as a people. Nah, let me Google you and see what you got cracking. What do you do to help the people? Do you spend in your own community? You see how many independent creative artists, independent brand builders relentlessly advertise and grind their brand, and you won't even like it or share it, but you will be running up somebody else's tail and running up somebody else's page, giving heart emojis and doing all kind of stuff, calling them sis. They don't even know you, but you won't support your other sis, your real sis. You're real, bruh. And that's backwards. Why won't you spend your dollars in your own community? Because everything you need is in your community. But you have to unlearn what society has taught you how to buy. You have to unlearn what society has taught you makes your lifestyle be that of a baller, that of being a celebrity, Hollywood-like. You've got to. You eat, you sleep, shelter, clothing, the same thing for everybody across the board. But the very people that you spend your money with, they don't support you. They don't even like your people. They have dinner parties and share horrible jokes and stories of systematic oppression about your people and how dumb we are for buying their products and supporting them. But you won't spend $50, $25, $100 to support your own brother and sister who's getting it out the mud, getting it out the trunk, getting it out the closet. That's backwards. You hate your people? Do you hate your people? That's why I don't want to work with, that's why I don't want to work with nobody. Because, our people, they always trying to get over. Come on. At some point, we're going to have to unlearn this. We're going to have to heal from our trust issues. We're going to have to forgive. We're going to have to redeem. And we're going to have to do better so we can start trusting one another enough to barter, enough to sell to and purchase from. What's up? The biggest foolery to me, and I know a lot of y'all going to be like, really? But I got to say this. Why can't you all, because I didn't participate in this. You all can show up and dress in your dashikis for Black Panther and spend your money for that. And that's fine because you're supporting. I get it. So I know you know how to do it. I know you know how to unify. I know you know how to come together. I know you know how to show up, and I know you know how to support. So what my question is why is it that you're being selective on what it is? Is it because it makes you look good and benefits you in the long run and in the short run? What is it that makes us be selective when it comes to the support? You got J's on your feet right now, $150, $250, unless you go into the Nike, outlet, or you go into Ross and you catch a pair of J's. You know what I'm saying? But, you are spending all this money, fighting, killing all this money for these J's. And I have seen there are a lot of Black shoemakers. Tell me how many black shoemakers brands do you have in your closet to date? I'll wait. I'll be happy if you tell me you still got a Carl Kanai sweater. Some FUBU. Something. But we have got to get out of hating on one another, being jealous of one another, but then going and doing the same thing that you hate and you're jealous of. She got that little bitty podcast over there. It ain't nothing. Next thing you know, here you come with your Me Too podcast. Ain't trying to hate. Got to keep it real, though. Now you got one, too, and you want to know how you can get yours syndicated. It's called favor. I'm at the point now, and I got to be honest with you. When it comes to people speaking on me or just speaking on you, if you are on and popping and you do have done something to where when your name comes up in a search engine, it shows all your hard work, be glad about that and be confident in that. Don't boast about it, but just ask them, can I Google you? And I ain't talking about no been verified, IntelliIs, all these little things. I'm talking about when I Google your name, what have you done to impact this world, other people's lives? Because you can Google the Sister Speak Show, baby. You can Google it. You can say, Alexa, play the Sister Speak Show. You understand what I'm saying to you? So understand this. Let's get it started. Invest in your brand. Invest in the people that look like you. Stop hating on people who decide to get it out the mud. Stop laughing at people who turn their hobbies into their passions, which turns into their purpose that ends up serving this community and the communities abroad. Get it together, brothers and sisters. Activate your purpose. Activate your passions. Become an elevated entrepreneur. Become a game changer. Become an influencer, a community advocate. I believe in you. I really do. Okay, come here. Here we go. Okay. Hey, we're going to get it started, brothers and sisters. And that's it for the platform on the Sister Speak Show. This is your host, Ayana. I have had a wonderful time conversing with you. Be encouraged. Be encouraged this week. Keep pressing. Keep going. Hold your peace. At least have only 2 pop-offs this week. I know they don't know who they trying. I know they don't know who they talking to. I know. But hold your peace, brothers and sisters, and pursue your passions. I can't wait to vibe out with you. Go ahead and tune in to my Instagram page for all the latest and all the greatest and what we have coming up. And support everybody that I have interviewed. Listen to the old interviews. And I can't wait to have you on my platform. I'm signing off. I'll talk to you later. I've had a wonderful time. No, I really have. And I can't wait to talk to you again. Take care now. Trouble don't last always.